Vice President Joe Biden continuing his push for more gun control today when he meets now with the NRA and Walmart, the nation's biggest gun seller. So in his meetings yesterday, the vice president said that the president might bypass Congress to make sure new gun laws get enacted.
So can the president actually do that, or is he in jeopardy of violating the Constitution? Joining us right now, Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, what's he talking about?
Well,
executive order.
We think he's talking about something like asking the Environmental Protection Administration to impose a tax on bullets. The city of Chicago attempted to do this, and Rahm Emanuel, of all people, told the city council, this is not going to work. You can't tax something more than the thing itself is worth. They were going to tax bullets that cost about 50 cents each over $5. Now, if they did that, and if we were forced to pay that tax, who would it harm the most? It would harm the poor, people who need guns the most with which to protect themselves because they wouldn't be able to afford the bullets,
right.
Or it would create an underground market in bullets. Question, can the president impose a tax on his own? Answer, no. The Constitution specifically says only the Congress can tax the people, can raise money, and can spend the money thus raised.
Well, okay,
but this president has not hesitated in the past to bypass Congress to bring his own personal will into the law, even though Congress is supposed to write the laws.
Why would you make it so complicated? If you were President Obama and you wanted to do this, why would you impose this tax? Why wouldn't you just sign an executive order talking about gun control?
Because he doesn't have the authority to do that. In my view, he doesn't have the authority to impose the tax, though the EPA has done this in the past without congressional authorization. They just announce that they're going to do it. Unless Congress rescinds it, it becomes the law. It's usually sort of a hidden tax that you don't even know you're paying. An example is when you get your oil changed in your car. Without knowing it, you're paying a little bit of a tax collected by the EPA, supposedly going to clean up the earth from oil spills.
You talk about a tax. Why wouldn't he try to say assault weapons upon my signing of this executive order? Banned.
Because only the Congress has the authority to regulate.
So he could just do
I would argue even the Congress doesn't have the authority because the Second Amendment guarantees the right to keep and bear arms. But put aside these academic arguments, it is clear that the president alone cannot interfere with the right to keep and bear arms, no matter what the tragedy may be, and our heart goes out to all those who were killed and those who survived them, and no matter what the times may demand. Only the Congress can write the laws. The president knows that. The president took an oath to uphold the Constitution. The president taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School. He's still going to try and get around it because he's probably not going to get the restraints on the right to keep and bear arms from the Congress that he'd like.
All right, Judge, thanks so much for that
This is
update.
a debate that's not going away.
No, it's not. And check out the judge's new column at foxnews.com/opinion.